Hello, hello, hello. It is Thursday and it is time for our weekly follow up, week 23 follow up. And this week we are learning together how much faith loves courageously. I hope you have been looking for little opportunities to love courageously. I talked a little bit about how, to me, loving courageously means crazy love, loving when you don't want to. So, how has it been this week for me so far? Y'all, my job. It is, I love advocacy, don't get me wrong, but I am learning that my path just may not be advocacy. I know my path is coaching. My path is coaching. I'm just going to leave it at that because I tend to overthink things and I tend to out what is it? I outthink what it is I need to how I need to go in my purpose. So I am learning through reading the book that I was going to share with you guys. Boundaries. This book is so good. You guys are probably wondering, how is she reading all those books? I love to read. I love to read, especially when the read is good. I love to read. So this book in Boundaries is teaching me how to set boundaries. I've never set boundaries before because I didn't think I needed to set boundaries. That's called having porous boundaries. I'm setting boundaries, y'all. I am not an advocate. I am a coach. People in my job are leaving left and right because of the culture, because of the micromanaged, narcissistic type of culture. And I want to leave right along with them. But I'm learning also, I'm also reading this too this week. The Surrender Fast. This is the journal. And this is the workbook. This is the workbook. I do this every September, and I have been doing it every September for the past 5 years. This is the 5th year. And I'm telling you, this movement, it's not even a book anymore. This movement has changed my life drastically. I brought that up because it's learning, it's helping me to understand how to do God's will, God's way. Not do God's will my way. There's a difference. We can know what God's will is, and then we can still try to do God's will our way. Doesn't work. You got to do God's will God's way. So along with this exodus that's leaving the DeKalb County Solicitor's Office, I'm praying for my exit too. And all this week, God has just been telling me, I'm not ready for you to move yet. I know this is not where you want to be, but because of you thinking that this is where you need it to be back in February, when God wanted me to just focus strictly on my coaching, but I didn't have enough faith to not have a job, an income producing job. I didn't trust God in that. So I went and got a part-time job. Now I'm unhappy with it. Now I see the mass exodus and I want to exit too. God's like, you are going to be my vessel. You're going to be my representative. You are going to speak my word to those who need to hear it, those who are hurting, to those who are hurting. Excellent workers, trial line attorneys, victim advocates, investigators, public defenders even. You are going to be my voice. And so here I go again. Why me? I wake up every morning and I'm like, here I am, Lord, send me, but not over there. I don't want to go over there. I want to go over there. It looks easier to do your will over there. But you know you can't do that with God. You got to do God's will, God's way. So that's what the Surrender Fast is teaching me, to do God's will, God's way. And then the Boundaries book is teaching me to say no when I'm supposed to say no. Stop being a yes girl all the time and then regretting the yes that I'm saying, because you're trying to display love from a heart that's full of a lot of resentment. And that comes across. Resentment comes across. People don't want you to give your service to something if your heart isn't in it. So I have to watch that. So I have to learn to say no when I need to say no, setting those boundaries. So how does all of that tie into loving courageously? Just that. Look for opportunities to love genuinely, straight from the heart. When it's difficult, along with when it's easy, do it. I mean, you would change the whole atmosphere, you would change the climate, you will break up the tension that's in the air if you do one simple act of loving courageously, because that's what we're learning this week, is how faith teaches us to love courageously. Crazy love. Do it, y'all. So I really don't think God is going to allow me to leave with everyone else. I think he is going to set up a nice little opportunity for me to talk to those who are in charge, Madam Solicitor and Deputy Chief Ross, who are they're hard, y'all. They're like stone cold Black women who it's my way or you hit the highway. There are a lot of other jobs out there waiting on you. And if you don't want to do it this way, you can hit the road. I'm paraphrasing, but that's the entire message that everybody got. That's why there's a mass exodus. So I'm going to have to love them courageously and truthfully and let them know they have created this culture where advocates don't even want to be advocates. How can you be a genuine advocate, displaying love and empathy and compassion to those who need it most with a heavy thumb on your shoulder, on your head? It's hard, and they are leaving. But God is like, not you. You got a job to do. You got another assignment to do. And so I'm gonna let you guys know how that goes. You know, it doesn't take long for God to give you an assignment. You have to make a decision how swiftly you're gonna move in your assignment. And I don't wanna be in this assignment long. So whenever I get an opportunity to be who I need to be, I'm going to do it. I'm going to love courageously. I'm going to use all of the building blocks of faith that we've studied thus far this year. And I'm just going to go. I'm going to go full forcefully stream ahead and do that. And I want to challenge you to do that too. The next couple of weeks is going to be, I don't want to say challenging. I don't want to say difficult. But I have my birthday is the 29th and my anniversary is the 26th. So we're going away next week. So I think this Sunday and next Sunday will be recordings again. Y'all know I don't like to do recordings. It's not my preference. I like to be with you guys. And so I know when we come back, what is that, the 7th, we're going to meet again. That's when we're going to meet again. So be looking out for your videos. Stay prayed up. Pray for Eddie and I to have safe travels, to have a great time together. Oh, wait, we're just going to Helen. We're not going anywhere far. We're going to Helen. And yeah, so I will see you guys next on October the 9th. It was the 9th. I said the 7th, but it's the 9th. Sunday, October the 9th. Love you guys. Have a great week. Love courageously.